Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another Monday morning market watch with the handsome man himself, Thomas from Team Sakurasou, known as some of you guys' third or fourth best or favorite Yugi tuber. I know, but you guys gotta stop focusing on me. What we gotta focus on is YCS Pittsburgh. So we got the top 32, and Yugioh was our winner. We're going to go through some of the card changes. We're going to go through other cards as well that are being bought out, as well as the top 32 itself, and a lot more. But before we do, guys, smash that like button. I've been getting about 40 to 50 likes on my videos, but I've actually been getting some good views. So if you guys don't hit that like button, hopefully you'll change your mind and hit that like button. It just takes a second. 100 likes on this video would be great. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. And thank you to those who have subbed, and welcome in if you're a new subscriber in like the last month. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. Glad to have you. And also, check out our sponsors, TCG Player, all that in the description below, and we're going to get right into it. So, Yugioh got first place. Right now, our Starlight Rare from Doom of Dimensions is $69, so not really much of a change, but this is a one of. Now, we are going to go quickly through the top 32. Here is the list. So, really quick note I'm going to make here. There's Mitsurugi, there's Yummy, and then there's Mitsurugi Yummy. So, when you're kind of looking at this, just keep that in mind that Yummy and Mitsurugi were a larger part of the top 32. They weren't the smallest. Like, you'll see, oh, Yugioh was more in the top 32. Nope. 7 Mitsu Yummy. Then we have 2 regular Yummy. That's 9. Oh, okay. Actually, no. Yugioh was. Wow. Oh, no. 7 and 2. And then Mitsurugi. So about the same, roughly. But all that's really shocking here is I expected the Lunalight. I expected 1 or 2 Malices. And there's actually 4 Malice in the top 32, which was good. And then the only thing that was shocking is I guess Sky Striker pops up once in a while, but I did think Vanquish Hole, people were done with that. Turns out that I could still get a top, granted, and it was a top 16, right? Not too bad for Vanquish Soul here. Nothing, again, too shocking, but it looks like a very healthy overall format. No K9 is shocking. That's probably the most surprising thing. Is no K9 in the top 32. Maybe people didn't want to play it as much. I'm not really too sure here. The Vanquish Soul player, I'm just seeing if I can maybe actually see if the Vanquish Soul player's deck is over here. Top 16. Yeah. Oh, it has K9. So there was one K9. Wanted to make sure. But yeah, this is top 32. The only thing that was shocking is not a little more K9 and I guess maybe Vanquish Soul, but that's kind of really it. This kind of went the way I think everybody thought it was going to. You got the regular here for 14 for Yugioh, Frixel. Then you also have Yugioh Famina. I want to go over these Starlights because it's max rarity. This got not only did it win Pittsburgh, but I believe we had the YCS in Australia or Austria, one of the two, and it got first there too. So Yugioh taking 2 first places in a very short amount of time here. Starlights are $41, pretty cheap if you ask me. You've got your Luciuses here at 25, going up to 31 though, 33. So these are going up a little bit. Still pretty cheap if you want Starlights. Keto, 55. And then, yeah, that's Yugioh really isn't making much moves. The secondary market is maybe a little slow on this one. Maybe things will pick up later on in Monday, but for now, that is the top Yugioh, Vanquish Hole, Holly Sue. I want to see if there's any VS movement because everything was so low. I thought, you know what, let me take a look. Nothing at all. The card that was worth anywhere from $30 to $40 is now $3. Shout out my boy, Little Fat Tony, by the way. Then we also have 7th Ascension here, QC. $4, $5 here. This actually, the reason I want to go over this is because we actually have the Genesis Invitational, and this was the winner. And this was his deck. I know this looks like 144p. This is just the image. But we are going to go over it a little bit, but the deck list is there. It's also, you know, on Zodiac as well. But some of the Ascension was used, and I did tell people that people were paying up to like $75 for this card, especially with Rizel. So you should be looking at this card at $3 for a QC. Definitely a very cheap QC that you'd pick up. And now they're going up to $5. Now, I still think this is very cheap. It does go up to $8 on this next page, up to $10 on the third page. So I definitely think this card could go up higher and higher, especially if the Gaga deck is, I'm just going to call it the Gaga deck. I know it's called the Omni whatever, but I don't know. I see Gaga. I'm going to call it the Gaga deck. We never know what it's going to do in Genesis. Granted, they may play around with the points now, especially with the spells. That's what I think, seeing how that deck's actually becoming more of a threat in Genesis. But for now, 7th Ascension, $5 here. You could get for Ice Modern, you could get for Genesis. Good card overall. And it does share 2 formats, so keep that in mind. That's the good thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is we can look at 2 formats that aren't just legacy formats like Edison, Goat, etc. for our cards. I really, really like that. 7th Ascension, though, $32 for your secret rares. Again, when these were 17, I told people to grab them. Your CRs are 55, going up to 63. You have a wall of 25. Okay, someone thinks there's going to be a QC around the corner. Or not QC, Starlight. And you know what? I don't even blame them. That's the thing. I like CR, but I don't trust CRs. In fact, when a CR gets a Starlight, that's when I want the CR the most. At this point, Konami's really messed with me. What can I say? Messed with a lot of us. In fact, I actually bought a collection over the weekend. And the guy said, yeah, I always hated QC Starlight. I hated the look of it. And I was like, oh, really? And it was selling out completely, right? If anything, he was going to play Speed Duel if it ever came back, and that's it because he loved it. And I was talking to him. I'm like, yeah, it just ruins the value. And, he had a lot of CR stuff, like OG CRs for his collection. And I'm like, man, I just feel bad. He's like, no, I know how much it dropped. Don't worry. Just take it. I'm like, I felt bad. Got a Girl Starlight Rare. Now, this was a card that vendors were gobbling up at YCS Indiana. They were paying like 75-80% for this card. They wanted it. And this card was like 35 to 40. Well, they're 15 right now. I told people, if you want to go in at 13, go ahead. And then I did recommend the Secrets at $1. Secrets are still about $1 here. If this does prove to be a good threat during Genesis, you know what? I could see $4 or $5 down the line. Absolutely. 83 listings isn't like, wall upon wall, but I know if I scroll here, yeah, I mean, 23 is still not like a big wall. That's not too bad. 15, 16, 10, 4, goes up to 2, 15. I'm just seeing if anyone has 100 here. Goes to 3. Oh, I mean, this card could get bought out to 4, 5. Yeah, I was just looking for like the 800 wall. Oh, well, there's 122, but that's at $9, so yeah, this card could go up. I would definitely go ahead and grab your secrets while you can. Also, guys, if you want to check out TCG Creators, it's going to be at the top of the description. This is all the cards I went over this market watch, and whenever you click them, it takes you to TCG on that card, and it locks in my affiliate link for 24 hours, which if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps out the channel to know it just costs to you. And yeah, so Dodo Warrior here, Starlight Rare. These right now are 28. These can be played with the new Teller Knight support as well. So it's not just a card for, the Omni, aka Gaga deck. The Teller Knights will be playing this as well. This is a good card. The fact that you're able to special this and then foolish another one. And then when you detach, then you could search, right? So it's just like an extender, essentially. That's why people play. It's a free like extender, and then the level becomes 4. I like this card actually quite a bit. It does give some good support, but it is very generic for rank 8s. Or rank 4s, not rank 8s. Oh, that'd be crazy. Ultras. $4 or $5 here, $6. This will be a money card out of Duelist Advance. I actually think that boxes of Duelist Advance at like $30, $27, I meant, aren't that bad because we're going to go over some more cards here. But Secretarion, oh, it's getting even worse. We saw this at 21, 22. Oh man, 35. This is even worse. Oh. $35. Yeah, I think it's time to gamble and go get a box. You have like what? You have a fourth of a chance to pull a Starlight, a third of a chance to pull a Secretarion. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Mitsurugi Ultras, these are about $10 here, 36 listings, so it's kind of evening out. Mitsurugi Rituals are 28, and then Mitsurugi Prayers are $3 here. You got 13 here, 12, and then 420, 69, 420, 69. Tapio TCG, gotcha. So here's what I think of Mitsurugi, and also if you guys hear the air conditioning, I apologize. Probably gonna make a cut and turn it off after this. But here's what I think of Mitsurugi. I think that players are gonna start getting rid of it now because they're like, okay, you know what? Konami's had their fun. They're gonna hit this, and I think they will too. But they definitely want to keep it as a reprint. So the first hit's not gonna be that bad, I think. They're going to see how it goes further. But that is just my opinion. We also did just have a ban list. Konami probably likes how the format's going. So I don't think that Mitsu's going to be out the door right away. But I think it's going to be a long time till we get a next ban list. And when we do get it, actually, you know what? Scratch that. Maybe we'll get a ban list sooner than that because Konami, the last ban list really just stopped floodgates, right? That wasn't really a real ban list in a way. And I don't mean real as in it was bad. I think it was quite good. Most players enjoyed it, which you can't really say too much about any ban list. Maybe people say that first, but looking back or even like a few days later, they're like, ban list wasn't that great, right? We always get agreeable and disagreeable ban lists, right? But we finally got one that we like. And because of that, I feel like they're going to give us one where they're actually hitting decks instead of just floodgates sooner. But at the same time, they could do the move of they don't give us one for a while. They like the format, this and that. I wonder what you guys think about that in the comment section below, actually. Do you guys think that we're going to get ban list soon or we're going to get a lot later because Konami likes the format? Please let me know in the comment section below as well as what cards I'm going over next Market Watch because I would love suggestions. You guys all caught that misspelling of Stardust. I guess I was in a hurry. I typed in like STAD or something or like I misspelled it really badly. And a lot of people were making fun of me for it. So, and I didn't correct it till hours later because I didn't see the comments. It was pretty funny. Eidos, the Underworld Monarch here, ultra rare. These are also getting bought out. About $5, going up to $9, $10 here. Again, Duelist Advance, it's creeping up. 27 a box. Might be your time to actually go ahead and grab it. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to make this Market Watch a little longer. We're going to go over more of it at the end and really see the pools that we could do. So Yummy, very quickly, your Snatchies 36 going up to 40, your Yummies 27, then you have your Cookies at like 20, and then you have your Marshmallow Yummies, which, wait, do I not have a Lollipop here? Okay, I guess Lollipop just disappeared. Where are you, Lollipop? Right here. Yeah, like $17. Honestly, kind of glad I sold my Ultras when they were like 10s because the fact that I could get Starlights for not even double the price and the core was like $250 probably then, not even like $200. Yeah, I could just get the core again for like $280 and I might just do that. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that this deck is fun, but I'm just not good at it. And it takes a lot for me to say that. Like Malice I was good at. This I wasn't good at. Maybe it's because I didn't have the time. Maybe it's because the last thing I was thinking about was Yu-Gi-Oh! With Malice. I actually had ample time. I was like going on YouTube, searching it up. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a time thing. But yeah, then you got your Cookies here. Marshmallow, about $55 here. Not too bad here. Also, guys, before you skip over this section, just hear me out here. If you guys want to support the channel, the best way is to become a channel membership. Now, we are in the middle of holidays, though, right? People are doing their Christmas shopping. People are doing, you know, Thanksgiving, right? All of that. And I get that it's busy, so there's less of a chance that I'm going to, you know, convince someone to become a channel member. But if you guys do want to support me, it would be really appreciated, especially because I got some big plans for the future. But if I go further, it'll sound too much like begging, even though that's what I'm doing technically. So consider being a channel member. You get emotes and you get channel member only videos. The lowest tier is $2 a month. So if you click join, what you get is you get a channel member video once a month. The last one was going over every QCR in Rarity Collection 1, right? The next one's going to be over Rarity Collection 2. I don't know if I'm going to make Rarity Collection 3 into a channel video or not, because that's going to be like an hour and a half. And I feel like that would be a lot of content for just $2. In fact, half an hour for $2 is pretty cheap still as well. So if you guys want to consider being a channel member, please consider doing so. I would really appreciate it very much. Also, hit that like button. It helps as well if you can't, you know, become a channel member, which obviously you don't have an obligation to. Hitting that like button, subscribing, commenting, or sharing the video does help a lot. Like if you guys have any Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals or anything like that, it's always great. So Miracle Fusion, I actually got asked about this card as a penny stonk, and right now they're dollars. I actually think that this card is really good to grab because not only is it a hero card, but while I believe that it's obsolete for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Only because while it's not bad, right? It's fusion from grave, so it could just be a free fusion basically just by banishing from the grave. It's not a bad card exactly in modern. I just don't see it in deck lists. But then again, heroes don't like having this because of brick and all this other stuff. If we ever get a card that has an effect, and then somewhere in there, right, it's like a good enough hero card, right? Because that's what the heroes usually get. They get good enough cards. They don't get great cards. They don't get bad. No, they get plenty of bad cards. But usually they get good enough cards, or good enough for the format, barely cards. Like, it touches, like their toes touch the ceiling, they're not getting an Omni-Negate. But if they ever get a card that's passes that bar and has somewhere in the text, also, you can add a Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. So, like, it has the normal good hero effect, and then it could search Miracle Fusion. This will become a one of, and then it'll be searchable, and then people will like it a lot. $1, not bad. You can also get this for Edison as well. Miracle Fusion ultis, man. I actually came across Dark Revelation ones, and I'm not going to lie to you. Like, some people don't like Starlight, some people don't like Ghost, some people don't like ultis. I don't like Dark Revelations. No, it's not because of how it looks. It's just the price. It's like my inner, even as I'm a market watch YouTuber, the inner price, like casual comes out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying all that for that. Ain't no way. But ultis right now are 180. First eds are only 218, and I know people are like, only Saki, that's a lot. Well, you know what? These were a lot more at one point. So these were like 300 something a copy. So 218, lot cheaper. Runic Fountain QC is also getting bought out. $15, $20 here. I mean, return to Monkey, I guess, right? But I don't even know how you could play pure Runic as well anymore, because, like, if you really think about it, actually, the last ban list was the Runic Killer, because they killed all their boss monsters, you know, like the D Barrier, all of that. Oh man, I remember when Vanquish Troll got their first, didn't get their first set, but when Vanquish Troll released, I always called there can only be one their boss monsters. When it got limited, I'm like, guys, they already hit Vanquish Troll's boss monster. And a lot of people hated that, but I found that hilarious, right? I was making a lot of funny jokes. Evil Hero Neos Lord here, $3, going up to about $4. This card was about $2. I just want to look at the QC very quickly. The QC, wow, we actually have to scroll quite a bit down for this. The QC is right now 45. So not too bad. I mean, people are buying it, or I should say, yeah, no, this is QC. I was like, oh, maybe they started Starlights? No way. But that's not bad. This card will probably rise little by little. Again, I think that if we ever get some hero support announced, which it's been a while, and they always love announcing hero support, we might get it. Who knows? Dark Magician Girl, The Magician's Apprentice, 39 listings. There's 16 going up, back up to 20. This card was like 14, 15. And then it's also going up to about 25 here. So this card is going up. I told people to get it at 10. It's going to be like a good 6 to 8 month hold. Whenever Alan came out, I was like, oh, you know, when the tins come out, then it'll go up. And you know, that's what happened. You hit a 2x, right? I should have probably got more, but I didn't care. I just kept the ones for my cases. I was tired of losing money with this set. Gozuki. So we have zombie support announced, but we don't know exactly what it is, and I do want to commit more time to it, but I want to tell you guys Gozukis are floating right now at around $5. You have one here for cheap for $2, but people have been buying this at $7. This has been flying off my shelves. You have the dual, so that's the Dual Saga Ultra. You have the common at $3. Then you even have the common from the zombie structure deck at $3 here. So people are looking at this and they're like, okay, you know, we need this for zombies. This will probably have a rare cop in there, and possibly a CR in the next maze that is dedicated to zombies. Now, if they don't make this a CR, again, I think they should make it a CR. I'm very I like when Konami experiments. I don't think zombie players are really into high rarity, so if it misses it, it misses it. But a rare would be a good printing. But if you want, you got the Ultra here. I don't see them, unless you get outbeat by a CR, you're probably fine getting the Ultra at 3-4. Then you have K9 Noroi. Right now, these are $25 here, so still holding some good value. Then you have Dogmatica Fleur de Lis, the Thunderbolt Secrets. You got 2 here for 13, then 20, 25. I just want to tell you guys, hey, this card is still going up. I know I went over it in the last market watch, but sometimes I like to just keep an update on these cards. So this card is going up as well. Now we're going to go over Allen. Now, boxes right now, just making sure. Yep, 28. I mean, to be fair, you got some going up to like 34, 35 here, but Still got him here for 27. So not that bad. Let's see what you can pull here. Also, if you guys haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what cards I'm going over next Market Watch. Check out TCG Creator, as well as all the other sponsors like Whatnot, where if you click my link, you get $15 on your next purchase. It's pretty awesome, and they have a Yu-Gi-Oh there to buy, so go check it out. But we're gonna get into this here. So first thing I want to do is we want to go over the ultra rares. So we got the ultra rares here. We're trying to make back anywhere from 20, and I know 20 is not profit, but to 40, right? We want to have a little fun. So let's see what this actually looks like here. Right now, 35. Makes your money back. Medius, $10. Okay, so you have an ultra that can make back over a 30-year, two ultras that make back a 30-year price or over. Cool. Yugiohs, that's not a real price. In reality, they're like $10, right? Like 4, 5, let's say they're 6, 7, they're money, right? It's a good hit. Dodo's a good hit and good hit to hold. Lemnis Gate's at 4 now. Okay, so $4, not too bad. Makes back about 1/8. Okay, not bad. 3, and you get 4 ultras, right? Tropaholic's not bad at $2. $1.52 could go up. About $1. That card, and then yeah, then you got some garbage here. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's a $27 box, right? So you're going to have misses, right? So out of your, what, 10 ultras it is? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 that are good, 3 that are fine, and then, yeah, so you have a 50-50 on hitting a good ultra. That's pretty good. Then we're going to go through the secret rares here, which there are technically 10. This does not count. So you have Azalea here at 14 listings. Okay, 25. $8 for... Do I have a... Oh, yeah. Wait. Why is this going up? Whoa, calm down there, buddy. Yeah, 6, 8, 20, $25. Okay. Huh, all right. I think they're maybe using this with, like, fusion targets or something. Don't know. Art Mage at 13. Lunalight at 10, Gorgon at 11. Okay, so there were lists with Mitsurugi playing this. I should have had this pulled up. Going up to 12, so not that bad. I did tell people to get that $4. That's the one I told people to grab. You got this girl at 5, 3, 3, and then $1.50, $2, and then $1 here, which I told people to get the singles of. So not bad for a $27 box, but then you gotta look at the Starlights, not the QCs. 140, 150, 90, 80, 90, 60, 55, 43, 45, 40, 41, 30. And that's actually, these are all pretty good hits in my opinion. Kaiba's really good hit at 35 too. Good hit. Very good hit because of getting bought out. I like it as a hit 25. Not so good, but not useless. And then now we get to the kind of Starlights. 20, but like they're still Starlights. Or the only bad Starlight here that is at least not worth anything is this right here. So really not that bad if you actually want to buy some boxes of Duelist Advance. But with that being said, boys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.